Tonight, when the sun goes down, you're going to flip a switch. Light will flood the room and you won't think twice about it. But for 99.9% of human history, that switch didn't exist. When the sun set, the world went dark. Not the dim blue glow of a smartphone screen dark. A darkness so absolute you couldn't see your own hand in front of your face. Your ancestors lived in that darkness for 300,000 years, and their terror never left your DNA. The knot in your stomach when a hallway is unlit, the racing heart when the power goes out, the absolute certainty that something is watching you from the closet that is not irrational. That's an alarm system. Think about the last time you walked through a dark room, your shoulders tightened, your breathing got shallow, your ears suddenly became hypersensitive to every creak and groan. You probably even reached out with your hands, trying to feel what your eyes couldn't see. That wasn't you being childish. That was your ancient nervous system activating a protocol that kept your ancestors alive. You are carrying hardware that was designed for a world of predators, and that hardware cannot tell the difference between a dark apartment and a cave mouth at midnight. Let's rewind the clock. 300,000 years, the African savanna. The sun has just vanished below the horizon. Your ancestors, a small band of hunter-gatherers, huddled together. The fire is the only thing separating them from the void. Out there in that void, the predators are waking up. Lions, leopards, hyenas, and unlike your ancestors, those predators can see in the dark. They have a reflective layer behind their retinas called the tapetum lucidum. It bounces light back through their photoreceptors, giving them night vision that is 6 to 8 times better than a human's. Your ancestors were not the hunters at night. They were the hunted. Dr. Lars Svensson, a philosopher at the University of Bergen who studies the philosophy of fear, argues that darkness is the oldest and most primal human fear because it is fundamentally a fear of the unknown. When light disappears, your primary sense, vision, is rendered useless. You become sensorially deprived, and a brain deprived of sensory input does not relax. It panics. It starts filling in the blanks. Every rustle in the grass becomes a stalking predator. Every snap of a twig becomes an approaching threat. Your brain has a built-in rule that has never been deleted. Darkness plus unknown sound equals danger. But here's where it gets truly strange. Your body reacts to darkness before your conscious mind even registers it. In 2015, researchers at the University of Toronto conducted a study using fMRI scans. They placed participants in total darkness while monitoring their amygdala, the tiny almond-shaped cluster of neurons in your brain responsible for processing fear. The amygdala lit up within milliseconds, not seconds, milliseconds. That's a reaction time faster than it takes for visual information to even reach your conscious awareness. Your brain is afraid of the dark before you know you're in the dark. That's not a thought, that's a reflex. And there's a specific population of neurons in your brain called the medial amygdala circuit that is hardwired to respond to overhead threats. Think about that. Overhead threats, like a leopard dropping from a tree branch, like an eagle swooping down. Psychiatrist and neuroscientist Dr. Carl Dieseroth at Stanford University has mapped out these fear circuits. He's shown that these neural pathways are not learned, they are inherited. A baby rat that has never seen a predator will freeze when it detects a looming shadow overhead for the very first time. It didn't learn to be afraid of that shadow. It was born afraid. And so were you. Now let's talk about what happens when that fear kicks in. Your sympathetic nervous system takes over. Adrenaline floods your bloodstream. Your heart rate spikes. Your pupils dilate, straining to capture any available photon of light. This is the classic fight-or-flight response. But in the dark, there's a third option that often takes over. Freeze. If you can't see the predator, and the predator can see you, movement is suicide. Movement attracts attention, so your body locks up. You stand perfectly still at the top of the basement stairs, holding your breath, listening. You are not being silly. You are doing exactly what a mammal should do when it senses a threat it cannot see. And then there's the closet. Why does every child, across every culture, fear the closet or the space under the bed? It is not because they watched a scary movie. It is because these are the dark enclosed spaces where predators hide. To your ancient brain, a closet is not a closet. A closet is a cave within a cave. It is a blind spot in an already blind world. So tonight, when the sun goes down and you flip that switch, Think about what you're really doing. You are striking flint. You are lighting a torch. You are pushing back a darkness that has been trying to kill you for 300,000 years. The light you summon with the flick of a finger is a miracle your ancestors would not believe. And yet, in the quiet moments, when the house creaks, when the shadows seem too deep, when you feel that old familiar prickle on the back of your neck, you are not broken. You are not irrational. You are not a child. You are a human being running the oldest operating system on Earth, and it is still working perfectly.